Hello everyone, I, Mrs. Poonam Srivastav, lecturer in Electrical Department, Praveen Patil College. Today I am going to share some information about the subject Fundamentals of Electrical Engineering, and my topic is Basic Electrical Parameters. My first subtopic is Types of Circuit. Basically, types of circuit is divided into two parts, direct current and alternating current. Direct current is again divided into pulsating DC and pure DC, whereas alternating current is divided into sinusoidal and other shapes. To focus more on direct current, let us discuss about the direct current. It is a current which does not change its direction or polarity. Pure DC, it is the one which does not change its value or polarity with respect to time. Pulsating DC, in practical DC quantities, it may change their magnitude with respect to time, but polarity does not change. Next, the applications of direct current is as follows. It is used in batteries, it is used in DC generators, DC motors, small DC toys, torch, and many industrial applications. This is the waveform of pure direct current. We can see there is no change in magnitude and direction. And as we can see, the first graph is the graph of pulsating direct current, where only change in magnitude and there is no change in its direction, whereas alternating current is defined as one which changes its value as well as direction. That means it changes its direction as well as polarity with respect to time. Its value can be positive, negative, zero. This is called as change in magnitude. Next, moving on to the waveform of alternating current. Here we can see the graph is changing its direction. The first half is the positive half. Next, it is coming to a zero value and it is taking a negative waveform, and then again it is coming to the positive half cycle. If we compare AC and DC circuit, first the waveform is differentiated. Next, we can also differentiate on the basis of definition. Alternating current, it is a signal which changes its magnitude as well as polarity, and as I have said, direct current which changes its magnitude but it doesn't changes its polarity. In DC, there is not possibility of transformer, whereas in AC we can use transformer. Hence, the distribution efficiency, like for substation applications, AC is having high distribution efficiency and direct current is having low distribution efficiency. Also, the design of machines in case of AC is easy, but in direct current it is not easy. For generating AC current, it is very easy, but for generating DC current, it is quite not possible. We have to use other electronic devices. Applications for alternating current are, we can use in domestic applications, like also in our home, we can use in the form of fan, light. All these require AC current. DC current is used in DC machines and in HVDC systems. If we see the advantages of AC over DC, we come to know that AC is having more advantages as compared to DC. We have seen in differentiation that it is possible to use a transformer in AC. The distribution efficiency is high in AC. Generation is easy in AC, and also the design of machine is easy. Therefore, the installation cost is less and we can easily install AC machines. Likewise, electric current is having various effects. The first effect is magnetic effect, next is the chemical effect, and third one is the heating effect. All the three effects are well known to us. Moving on to the first effect, that is the chemical effect of electric current. This is also seen in chemistry subject. When DC current is passed through chemical solution, the solution is decomposed in its constituent substances. So, the applications are refining of metals. We can use to refine various metals. We can use it for extracting metals from their ores. And production of different metals is possible by using the chemical effect of electric current. The magnetic effect. When current passes through a conductor or a coil, a magnetic field gets developed across it and the coil starts acting as an electromagnet. But when the current from this coil is reduced to zero, this electromagnet loses its properties. In the diagram we can see a magnetic material is wound by a coil and this coil is supplied with the current. As soon as the current is supplied, a magnetic field is created across the magnetic material. But when the current drops to zero, the magnetic material loses its properties. Next is the heating effect, which is very well known and we also use in our daily basis. Heating effect is used in electric geyser and also in electric iron. To explain this, I will use a diagram which shows a switch, a fuse, AC supply, heating element and water. This is the construction of a geyser. As soon as the switch is on, the switch on makes the current to flow through the heating element and due to the current flow, the heating element gets heated up. This heat is transferred to the water which is surrounding the heating element, and in the water outlet we can get the hot water. Water inlet is used to pass the water inside and water outlet is used to pass the water outside the tap in result of hot water. Thank you.